Tonight I have the privilege of handing out our final award, and it is the highest honor that we can bestow on a member of our alumni family. It's the William Howard Taft Medal for Notable Achievement. As many of you know, the person after whom this medal is named grew up less than a mile from campus and earned a UC law degree. William Howard Taft led a life dedicated to serving his community and his country, culminating in becoming our nation's 27th president and 10th Chief Justice. Arguably, he is our most illustrious Bearcat. And fittingly, the roster of Taft Medalists through the years also includes giants from a wide range of fields and professions: business, education, healthcare, engineering, science, architecture, and civil rights. The list of recipients and their contributions is certainly distinguished and as varied as society itself. Tonight, these superlative leaders are joined by an extraordinary man who is devoted to excellence within the world of entertainment law. As a former singer who earned his UC degree from CCM, Darrell Miller innately understands the uniqueness and value of creative talent. And as one of Hollywood's top entertainment lawyers, he has been a trusted advisor behind the growth of celebrity and business brands in entertainment and media for a long time. In fact, this success story has been decades in the making. Darrell launched his own private practice in 1996, serving as production counsel on television, cable, and film projects. He later became the founding chair of the Entertainment and Sports Law Department within the national law firm Fox Rothschild. Darrell is the managing partner of the firm's Los Angeles office. He represents a range of creative, A-level clients, including working actors, writers, showrunners, directors, producers, and executives. Darrell is known throughout the industry for negotiating innovative career-expanding deals in the motion picture, television, music, theater, and multimedia sectors. In the process, he has forged long-standing relationships with studio executives and creative personnel. Darrell has an extraordinary track record of developing sustainable business opportunities among Fortune 100 corporate brands, traditional studios, networks, and streaming platforms. The goal of his work is to leverage the success of his clients into more success, where each project leads to greater opportunities. I am by no means an expert in this area, but a key element of today's digital culture is the meme, I am told. And tonight's honoree has even been the subject of one of those. I am told that the followers of the hit reality series Vanderpump Rules will appreciate the phrase, "Send it to Darrell." The instant meme was made popular by cast member and client Lala Kent. When you're the subject of a viral meme, you've reached another level as an entertainment lawyer. Well done, Darrell. You've clearly done it. The list of noteworthy Darrell Miller-driven deals is far too lengthy to cover here. For starters, he's behind Da'Vine Joy Randolph's Oscar-winning role in the 2023 film The Holdovers, comedian Taylor Tomlinson's role as late-night talk show host of After Midnight, and several Netflix comedy specials. Oscar winner Angela Bassett starring roles in the hit TV series 911 and 0 Day, along with rapper and actor Ludacris's roles in the blockbuster Fast and Furious franchise his 2024 Super Bowl halftime show performance, and numerous major endorsement deals. Darrell is a member of the American Bar Association's Forum on Entertainment and Sports Industries, the Grammy Recording Academy, and the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, and the Black Entertainment and Sports Lawyers Association's Hall of Fame. He has been named a sports and entertainment law trailblazer, listed among the top 100 lawyers in California, and named Variety's 2025 Power of Law Award honoree. As a volunteer leader, Darrell has served on various boards, currently including the Music Center in Los Angeles and the University of Cincinnati Foundation. He's a frequent panelist and guest moderator of discussions relating to entertainment law. So what do these in his industry say about him? Darrell has been called a pleasure to work with, even on the toughest negotiations. Another says a strong advocate for his clients, an exceptional and greatly respected leader, a powerhouse, and an incredible human being. His alma mater wholeheartedly agrees. Fellow Baycats, it is my privilege to present the William Howard Taft Medal for Notable Achievement to Darrell Miller.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Up, up, down. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Dilagunate, tramontate stelle, tramontate stelle, al alba vincerò, vincerò, vincerò. Well, I absolutely could not resist that being here in Music Hall. I always wanted to do that, and please keep my secret that I was not on the main stage. When they hear this in Hollywood, it will be center stage on a great night in Cincinnati. Thank you, President Pinto, for that incredibly kind introduction and for your unwavering leadership of this great university. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to my fellow honorees. And thank you to my wonderful family, my wife who traveled here from California with me, Shannon, and my mom's here, and my brother, and some cousins, all here to witness Darrell, who's come back from Hollywood. And I also like to thank my fellow alumni and the many long-term friends who are here to support me this evening. I am deeply humbled and grateful to receive this award. Let me begin by saying I am immensely proud to be a University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music graduate. For I would not be who I am today had I not graduated from CCM and boldly walked through the doors that were open because of my experiences at UC. From the early days as a singer, when I never imagined I would find myself in this space, to now, working with so many amazing clients, as the president said, like Angela Bassett and Joy Divine Randolph and Taylor Tomlinson and Jalen Rose and Chris Ludacris Bridges for over 20 years now. We cannot believe it. I've learned that the path to success is never linear. It is full of unexpected twists and turns, but it's the ability to pivot and adapt that defines us. If I were to tell you how the College Conservatory of Music and my experiences at UC changed the trajectory of my life, you would probably say my story was scripted by one of my filmmaker clients. And that screenplay would begin and start right here in Cincinnati. I was born and raised in a working class family in Cincinnati during a time when the expectation was to graduate from high school and get a good steady job working at one of the many big factories in the area. There was really no talk of college. No one in the family had ever actually attended college straight out of high school. And most people don't know that I actually left home at 16 and was on my own. By day, I attended the School for Creative and Performing Arts. By night, I lived with my grandmother before I moved into an aunt's basement. I lived a dual existence and kept my personal life very secret. At school, I was an enthusiastic drummer. I studied singing. I excelled academically. Everyone thought I was on top of the world. But in my personal life, I felt like I was failing. I was on my own, and I literally had nothing to fall back on. Now, here's one of those inflection points. I never dreamed of attending college, even though I graduated 5th in my high school class. But a school counselor saw something in me, and she saw my potential and encouraged me to apply to college. I applied to several colleges and chose to attend the prestigious University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. And with that decision, my life changed forever. With the help of scholarships and grants, I was able to live on campus where I escaped my personal life, and I found a new life by living vicariously through the arts. UC's emphasis on real world work experiences offered me an unimaginable portal to the world. When I was a sophomore, I auditioned and was selected to be a member of the resident ensemble company for the Pittsburgh Civic Light Opera, where I spent the next several summers performing in musical theater shows. After college, I moved to New York City and toured in musical productions throughout the United States and in countries such as Poland, and Russia, and India, and Sri Lanka. So, the question that everyone's asking, and always ask me, how did this guy end up becoming a lawyer? I was inspired to parlay all of my success into a law degree on my way to ultimately becoming a producer. So in 1986, at the height of my singing career, while I was with an international production of Once Upon a Mattress, standing on the shores of Chowpatty Beach in Bombay, now Mumbai, I'm looking out on the waters reflecting how I'm living beyond my wildest dreams. And it was in that moment that I had an epiphany. My first thought was, how do I make this experience of traveling the world and bringing joy to people through the arts more predictable and less a function of someone casting me in the next show? I know, I said to myself, I will be a producer. I had watched and seen how it was done, but to be a producer, you needed to have business savvy, and more importantly, you needed to have money. And as everyone knows, to become successful and make a lot of money in America, society and every parent tells you to become a doctor or a lawyer. As an artist, you see, often for me, I saw that creators often didn't understand, or they were not given the opportunity to understand the business. And business people often didn't understand, and they didn't or care sometimes to understand the creators. But with a legal career, it would be my mission to be a bridge between the two to help creators succeed. My choice was made when I saw that law school took only 3 years versus 12 years in medical school. And it wouldn't involve blood and cadavers. I loved and I still love music. And in law, like music, I set out on a path to hone my craft and build relationships. In law, I realized that the art of negotiation, the creativity of problem solving, and the passion for advocacy were just as much a part of me as the songs that I sang. I graduated from Georgetown Law. I passed the California bar, the hardest one in the country, on my first time. And I pursued my goal of becoming an entertainment lawyer. I never became a producer, but I've had an immensely fulfilling career where I have been empowered to help so many others pursue their dreams in motion picture and television and music and theater and in multimedia industries. Today, I feel blessed beyond measure. When I think about some of the clients I work with, the body of work I've developed, and the fact that I have become an internet meme, as the president said, yes, I am that guy from Send It to Darrell. And, truth be told, I was thrown into the middle of this by my client, Lala Kent, at the Vanderpump Rules production. And my associates come running into the conference room one day in the middle of my staff meeting and going, "Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this?" And I basically go, "What are you talking about? You are a meme." And I have to admit, most of you would probably raise your hand and say, I had no idea what a meme was at that time. But I will have to always and forever, all the great things I've done, I have to thank Lala Kent and Vanderpump Rules and all the fans around the world for giving me 15 minutes of fame. It was fun. And CCM ultimately was the gateway to this life. And I have never ultimately forgotten that. My time at this university taught me the valuable lesson of hard work and the importance of applying it to all aspects of my life. I've stayed involved in Greater Cincinnati and with the UC for that reason. For many years, I served on the Cincinnati Children's Theater Board of Directors and tried to help kids find a path to success through the arts. I joined the University of Cincinnati Foundation Board of Trustees because I wanted to give back to the institution that has given me so much. Because of CCM, I became one of the many first-generation college students whose lives have been profoundly changed. Together, we have built a legacy and paved the way for future generations of UC students to think differently about how far they can go in life and embrace change to find the path to their success. Let's keep striving, keep believing, keep lifting each other. And then ultimately, see, there's even a Hollywood ending to this Cincinnati kid's life story, who's now become another example of the power of this great university. I am truly honored to receive this prestigious award, and I thank all of you very much. Thank you.